Apple executives went before a U.S. Senate panel Tuesday facing accusations of tax evasion, though the California-based company's CEO says they've done nothing wrong. Senators John McCain and Levin announced at a news conference they believe Apple is using offshore entities, mainly in Ireland, to skip out on billions of dollars in taxes.
Apple is one of the largest corporate tax avoiders. It's unacceptable that Apple, and they're not the only ones, but they're the most egregious offender.
In a report, the Senate committee says Apple is withholding $102 billion of its $142 billion in earnings overseas. It goes on to say one of Apple's two Irish subsidiaries paid only $10 million in taxes, despite earning $22 billion in 2010. Now, Apple isn't the only company accused of doing this, but the Senate committee says it's investigating the company because of the, quote, gimmicks it uses. However, CEO Tim Cook says Apple's tax record is squeaky clean.
Apple has real operations in real places with Apple employees selling real products. We pay all the taxes we owe, every single dollar.
Another question here, are Apple's tactics technically legal but morally wrong? It's a bit of a gray area. New York Times reporter Charles Duhigg explains.
The tax code was written for industrial companies, and yet in today's digital age, companies that sell digital downloads or intellectual property or programs, things you can't actually touch, they can move those around the world and as a result slip through the cracks.
But a writer for CNN sees it differently and says Apple exploited loopholes to escape paying its fair share. Apple reportedly has two subsidiaries in Ireland, but the country's government says its tax system is not to blame. For Newsyam's Zach Toombs, multiple sources, a broader view.